5 surprises from week 1 of Browns training camp. This from Dawg Pound Daily. Number 5, Jack Conklin returns to camp early. Number 4, Michael Woods II can play. We've alluded to that. 3, Demetric Felton. He's been showing up. 2, Cade York. Might be better than advertised. The rookie kicker has been drilling long field goals. And number 1, Deshaun Watson has support around Berea. I don't know about you. I was pleasantly surprised with Conklin coming off the physically unable to perform list as early as he did. I know Kevin Stefanski said he was making progress, but coaches always say that.
Yeah, I'm always leery of like camp speak when you hear that someone's really dialed in or they've transformed their bodies or they're living at the facility. Well, we heard of those things with Jack Conklin, that he was ahead of schedule and practically living at the facility. And by all accounts, those things came to fruition. We're seeing Conklin on the field already. I don't expect them to see any kind of action, but the fact that he's already out there coming off a torn patellar tendon, that's tremendous. I mean, that shows the work ethic he's put in. And he's also himself trying to shake a stigma that he's injury prone, so he's putting all of his efforts into being 100% to start the season, and this team will be better off for it.
Yeah, with any of the offensive linemen that have been in the league as long as he has, you don't need to do anything other than be there and help the young guys out. Michael Woods, you mentioned him. That's a guy that Browns thought enough to use a draft pick on, and by all accounts, he's showing up.
Yeah, and at the time when they drafted him, it was kind of a head scratcher. He wasn't on people's boards. Just in the way that if you thought they were going receiver, you thought they were going early. And then they ended up taking Woods late, and it kind of was kind of puzzling. But all he's doing is making plays. They saw something in the young man, and he's rewarding them early in the camp here. So I think it's very likely that he carves out a role as that 5th receiver if he just keeps on the trajectory that he's on.
Demetric Felton, by all accounts, having a good camp as well. But that's a guy, he's going to have to continue to do that because his role as a return guy taken away by Grant. Now is he a receiver? Is he a running back? Running back room is full. Stefanski said he was a football player. You can find ways to get them in, but the avenues for him making the team are kind of dwindling.
Yeah, just rewind to the beginning of the offseason when the quotes came out that they were going to strictly put him at running back, and that seemed like a death sentence right there. Like, no doubt he's a talented running back, but that's not what his value is as a player. He's someone that you can move around, not just out of the backfield, but he can play the slot, and he can also be your backup returner now that you have Jakeem Grant, and it kind of allow him to develop into that. And you're looking at a player like he doesn't have a defined position, but if you're telling me he's the 5th running back, 6th receiver, and backup kick returner, that seems to me to be a pretty valuable role, but he's going to have to work for it every day to get it.
Yeah, and keep in mind, in case folks don't realize, that 52nd, even the 51st, 52nd, 53rd guys on the roster, you better be able to contribute on special teams. Be it a gunner, you better be able to tackle, you better be willing to run down and go crazy. Cade York, by all accounts, you keep hearing things and seeing things, and Browns fans should be smiling. This guy, again, I know it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter until it's the regular season. But it's nice to have a kicker that you can see making 50-yard field goals regularly.
Yeah, he's becoming the David Bell, where he wasn't dropping a pass. Cade's not missing a kick, and it's not going unnoticed. Every day you log on to Twitter, you're going to see Cade York 6 for 6, 5 for 5. These fire drill sessions, you know what I mean? Everything sounds super promising. And if you're a Browns fan, it's been a revolving door since Phil Dawson left, and they've been looking for that next guy. And it's, at this point, like you said, it doesn't matter until we get to the regular season and they're going through the uprights. And there's not a bigger pass-fail position than kicker. Either you make it or you don't. So he's going to have to go out there and do that, but he's off to a great start so far.
And the other thing that's impressive is the Browns kind of eliminated all the competition, and he hasn't taken it, by all accounts. Now, we don't know for sure. By all accounts, he has not taken anything for granted.
Yeah, they took all the competition away, said, hey, young man, this is your job. But, you still have to go out there and do the thing. And York's been nothing but net ever since he's got on the field. So as a kicker, it's huge psychologically. You got to see it going through the uprights, and that's all he's been doing.
And the other one, Deshaun Watson supported around Berea. That really doesn't surprise me. I think the national media is more surprised by that than the folks around Cleveland.
Yeah, I saw some other reports saying that he was getting mixed reviews and coming out and boos and cheers, and then you see the video and it's nothing but cheers, and you're seeing fans mob to get to him, and he's signing autographs after practice. People are excited, and you don't have to be mad about that. Like, I know some of the national media want to tell you how to be a fan. I wouldn't dare do that. If you want to get behind the quarterback and you want to support him, by all means do it. He's on the team, and go ahead and put your arms around him.
Yep, he is the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns and likely will be if things go the way the Browns want it to for the next decade, minus whatever time he's suspended.